So the Browns ended the Steelers season in the AFC wildcard round last year. Can they do it again with the Monday Night Football spotlight shining bright on them? Who are you putting in your captain spot, AJ?
Well, for me, I think it comes down to the running backs for the captain spot. I'm going to skip over Nick Chubb only because he's slightly more expensive than Najee Harris, who's going to cost you $16.2. Look, I usually avoid trying to pay up to the top of the price range for the captain. It definitely makes it harder to build out the rest of your lineup. But I think this is poised to be a low-scoring, ground-and-pound game. The quarterback play from neither team has been really very good of late. So I do think you have to reach up for the top and take one of these running backs. Like I said, for me, I go with Harris only because he's just slightly cheaper. Maybe a little bit more of a workload for him, too.
Yeah, and I know he's had some tough sledding recently, but I'm looking at his card here. He's still just 2 games removed from scoring 25 and a half DK fantasy points. Geoff, what direction are you going in? I know we talked a little bit about it yesterday on the Sweat.
I think that you can get a little bit crazy here. I mean, this is a game where they're just playing for nothing, and I think I like this spot for Nick Chubb. The Pittsburgh Steelers have a weak rush defense, but there's no reason for him to play in this game. The Cleveland Browns ultimately, as an organization, this is their best offensive player. If they give him 20 touches, I mean, it's literally criminal. Like, they should be brought up on charges here. I mean, it's so ridiculous. I think you could even think about rostering D'Ernest Johnson in the captain spot. But I do like going to the Pittsburgh receivers. I like going to Chase Claypool. I mean, this is a dude who he's got 1 touchdown on the year. If we like Ben Roethlisberger to have a bit of a narrative game, a bit of a throwback, why can't Chase Claypool get in the end zone a couple times here? I mean, he's the biggest guy, the guy who's going to get the secondary coverage. I like Deontay Johnson too, but again, I think you need to think about this showdown just a little bit differently. I think you're going to see some weird players pop up tonight, and I think Claypool, I know he does dances after he gets first downs and stuff, but he's got to put he's got motivation to at least just do something positive to end his season, because it's been a pretty terrible follow-up to a good rookie year for Chase Claypool. I like him. I like captaining tonight. I think he could surprise.
Pearce, this is a gotta-have-it game for really both Baker Mayfield and Ben Roethlisberger. I believe you said you love Narrative Street. Big Ben yesterday, right, was your favorite DFS play in this one? Is that who you're going to captain?
Yeah, I mean, are we trying to get some clicks for these videos or what? We
Yeah,
gotta
baby.
Play Ben Roethlisberger in this spot. If you want to dismiss the narratives, I get it, but this is one day, one moment where it's crazy to completely dismiss the narrative. This is his last game at home, and Geoff mentions that no one's playing for anything, and he's right. Most of the people aren't playing for anything, but Ben Roethlisberger is, and he's going to go out there and play. And it looks like not only should the Browns not give the ball to Chubb, they should rest him. You see this line change from the Steelers being plus 3.5 to now being favorites. That's the sportsbook telling us they think a lot of the Browns are not going to play. Their defense has been limited all week. They've been dealing with injuries all season. I would not be surprised to see Myles Garrett not suit up, Jadeveon Clowney. They've already got several defensive players already out. We could get Ben Roethlisberger throwing the ball 50, 60 times against a defense that's resting people. It reminds me of Kobe's last game where he scored 60 points.
Yep.
We shot the ball 50 times. Roethlisberger will probably need Tommy Johns after this game.